Okay. Sweet. What is going on, y'all? Woo. That's right. Big boy t-shirt. What's up? Anyways, what's going on? It's your boy Mr. Model Trains, and today we're just gonna be, well, today as in I'm live, as in done doing this for the very first time, so this is kind of crazy, but yeah, we are just gonna be running my trains. I haven't run them in a couple months. I've been just running around doing all types of crazy stuff. Wisconsin, as you guys saw, uh fishing trip, and now work is getting busy, but yeah, we're running some trains, so I'm gonna do that first. Then we might get into some Lego building. But yeah, give me a little bit. Got to set up. Gonna pull up a YouTube video up on there while I run my trains. So hopefully that's not too loud, but I'm trying to make sure that's not. But yeah, let me pan you guys down. Okay, I'm hoping my laptop doesn't fall off this. Keyword is hope. So yeah, this is my train table for those who haven't seen it. Um, Still working out power issues right now. I have the typical Lionel like starter transformer powering the track. I have one. I actually have two. I don't need two. I don't need two, but I have two transformers powering the track. Um, One does pretty much the whole thing, but I have two just in case. Most of my trains are Lion Chief, so I have a universal remote for that, which gives me the ability to control three engines at once. Although it only fits two engines on the layout usually at a time. Um, I have run three on here, but it gets a little tight in terms of space. And yeah, as you can see, guys, I added a lot more details to the Lego battle here, and let me see if I can. Ooh, my charger is on fire. I'm gonna pick up the camera here and see if I can show you guys. So yeah, added a lot more details over here. As you can see, Kelleran, I added a new Jedi and some other stuff. Droid transport over here. And back there, you might be able to see it once I connect the train, is Qui-Gon Jinn fighting Darth Maul. That good? I think that's good. Right, let me plug this extremely hot charger back into my extremely hot computer. And let's get this rolling. All right, I'll be right back.
Stand by. Over. Roger that, dispatcher. Out.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
Dispatcher, you're cleared outbound. Over. Roger that. Got your signal. Out.
Oh, I just realized this might be a little space issue here again. I had this on the flat car, but it's gonna be too spacious. I got a little mini AAT tank, you know. Why did I stop? Why did I stop? My remote is having problems. I'll be right back. So right now I have the 464 Hudson, New York Central Hudson out. With I like to call the oil tank or the extra water tank or oil tank, you know. But I like to think that it burns coal rather than oil, like a real steam engine. I'm not saying that those who burn oil in their steam engine isn't a real one, but like, you know, coal really brings it back to the days. But yeah. I think she's steaming up pretty well too. You guys can see that a little bit. Slow her down just a tad. Yeah. All right, let me go get the light. I got to plug in my my light here. Hopefully, it makes it easy for you guys to see. See if this makes a difference. Oh wow, that makes a hell of a difference. Hell yeah! Now you guys could probably see better. So I have the 462 Hudson pulling a decent freight train. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars behind it, And if you guys look real closely, you'll probably be able to see Qui-Gon Jinn and Darth Maul in one of the cars. And then obviously the mini AAT that I had built for this train specifically, actually. There we go. Sorry, I'm still working out kinks for this. But oh, you serious? Hold on, give me guys a second. Hold on. Ugh. Gotta go find me a battery. Or, well, screwdriver, actually. Oh, no, that worked. Okay, fixed it. Let me try and... I'm gonna bring you guys... Try and get a different view. I gotta... Right. Oh, okay. Gotta bring a lot more things with me. Because I got this... Oh, geez Louise. Okay, hold on. Don't want that to spill. Got this freaking ring light. Oh, damn it! Darn it! I'm all over the place right now. All right, give me a second. Place you guys over here real quick. I guess that works. I guess that's fine. All right, hold on. I think I broke my remote. Give me guys a second. I gotta go get it. Do I have a screwdriver over here? Need to go get a screwdriver. I'll be right back. Come on. Work for me, remote. Come on. Okay. I fixed it. Sorry for the delay, y'all. I fixed the remote. Also, I need to angle you guys down a little. There we go. Hopefully, this is. Now that I can see you, actually, get you guys a better view. I was hoping to do a cool shot. All right, let's see if this gets it going.
Dispatcher, are we clear for the next block? Forward. Okay. Out.
Welcome to those who are just joining. I'm running trains. Going to be building some Lego soon, answering questions. So if you have any questions about trains or any of the Lego sets that I have going on around here, which I'll give you guys more in-depth tour in a couple minutes, I'm glad to answer any of your questions. Yeah, shoot your shot. All right, we're gonna move over to a different location, get you guys an overview. Actually, while I'm doing this, since I have the ring light here, I will give you guys a little tour. Ignore the lights, but down here, actually, let me do it this way. So we got Hogwarts Castle, Himeji Castle, moving on to the Coruscant Guard gunship, dropping off a bunch of troops into battle. As you guys can see, I've shown you guys a lot more videos, more in-depth videos on this on my channel. So go check out some of my shorts. So yeah, we got a big clone droid battle going on. Just added this new droid transport there. So let me give you guys a little background information. So a little background information. I've had a lot of these trains for a while. Ooh. I don't know where to stand. I'll stand here. But I've had a lot of these trains for a while. A lot I've actually started putting on display. So I got my Lake Erie diesel. How's it going, Bo the Show? So I got my Lake Erie diesels right here. If I turn the camera, right there is my Norfolk Western 611. And then if I turn a little bit more, you can kind of see down here, we have a couple of the first locomotives that I actually ever got. We have two actually, two 284s. One is a Union Pacific. There we go. So one is a beautiful Union Pacific, little dusty. The other one is a Pennsylvania line or Pennsylvania Railroad. Both are 280s. And then you guys have seen this, but this is my Lego big boy that I built. Probably one of my favorite pieces that I've done. This is the Norfolk Western. That's my favorite engine that I have in my collection. Over here, we got the Lake Erie diesels. And then I actually have a Chesapeake and Ohio Lego. Here are some of the other engines. I have this Baltimore and Ohio 464. So this one actually pretty sentimental. One of my first Line Chief engines that I got when they were first starting that kind of, when they were first starting like the Line Chief, that was one of the first engines that my mom had gotten me way back when. So that kind of really sparked this whole idea. I mean, I've had trains for a while, but when I first got the Lion Chief, that's what really sparked the whole train table. I used to just have random like oval track set up around my house, whether it be my room, my living room, in the front foyer. It's kind of wherever I had space, pretty much. But now that I have the train table, as you guys can see, I have been going crazy with the train table, trying to do as much as I can. I love Lego, so I'm trying to incorporate Lego as much as I possibly can into my train table. As you guys can see, a lot of the decorations are Lego. Thank you, Bo the Show, by the way, for telling me that my engines are pretty sweet. These things, when I first started, they weren't as much money as they are now. I will say that right now. So unfortunately, they're a lot more money these days than when I first started. So I kind of haven't really been buying engines. I've more so been buying Lego sets, which is unfortunately more expensive too, or not more expensive, but just as expensive almost. And then, but adding more decorations and building up the scene. So obviously, there are a couple engines here that really aren't going to be moved. They're kind of there for show. Like for example, the GG1 right here, and then obviously the Genesis uh, P40. I don't know actually. I don't know what version Genesis that is. It's one of the first Amtrak Genesis that like one of the first versions of when they started using the Genesis engines. Um, so yeah, I've had also obviously as you guys can see the smoke coming out of the big boy right here, the Lego big boy. I do plan on getting hopefully one day a Lionel or MTH big boy. I don't know if Bachmann does that. Actually, I haven't. The only Bachmann actually I don't have any MTH products. I only have Lionel. Um, I have one Bachmann, which is the Norfolk and Western steam engine over there, which surprisingly runs very well on fast track. Actually, that's probably the engine that probably runs the best out of all of my trains that I've had for a while. Probably like one of my oldest engines that I've had and runs the best out of the first three engines that I got when I was a kid. And yeah, I've added a couple of rolling stock, but it's mainly just been a lot of Legos. Um, as you can see, I have a huge Star Wars Lego section. Um, what's cool about it is that the clones aren't glued down at all. They're actually stationed and just kind of chilling there on its own weight. I did have to. You should check out the store, Rodney's Trains and Toys. They have a lot of O gauge and HO scale. Yo, I definitely will. I was just actually in Wisconsin, Bo the Show, if you guys haven't checked it out. I have a couple of vlogs up on my channel right now for my trip there. But one of the main reasons I'm telling you guys this is because I actually went to the National Railroad Museum where they have one of two aero trains. I think they made two General Motors. I can't remember off the top of my head. They also have a big boy. They also have General Dwight D. Eisenhower's A4 type steam locomotive, and a bunch of other cool stuff. I mean, this is where I got my big boy shirt, which is actually really cool. It shows off the specs of the big boy steam locomotive, which I find extremely fascinating. It even has like a little, kind of like a little overview. Gives you all the information, which I find really sick. So yeah, I will definitely check out. I definitely have to make a trip out more to the Midwest, and definitely the St. Louis area because I actually have a couple of friends who moved out there, so it would be a perfect trip. But yeah, I have a bunch of train stuff scattered around as well. Like okay, let me retrace my steps even further. Before I had this whole Lego spiel or shebang, kind of before I went crazy with the Legos, I actually had my old Thomas wooden railway in the middle of the layout of the oval, and I still have some of that stuff here because I'm a hoarder and I keep everything. Super awesome. I mean, I did give some stuff away to my cousins who are into trains and around that age too, where they love Thomas, and hopefully I get to buy them their first model train set at some point. But one of my favorite pieces that I will always keep and hold on to is Mr. Jolly's chocolate. So this was super, super cool. Okay, you would have your Mr. Jolly's chocolate like this, right? This would be some sort of liquid inside that would represent chocolate. So you would like pump it, and it would slide this way. Or you would pump it, I think, and then it would flip over to show you that it's been like packaged. You would slide it this way, and then There'd be like a little wooden fake chocolate package you'd put in the top. Your train would pull up, and then it would whoop, slide out and right onto the flat car. One of my favorite pieces, so I will never give this away. This is my childhood right here. I have a lot of post World War II stuff as well. So I have this really old Lionel Lines circus car. Let me see if I can get that to focus. Super old. I haven't refurbished this yet, but I do plan on doing so. The doors do still slide. Well, it's missing a door, but the doors do still slide on both sides, which is actually really cool. Oh, there we go. This one needs some WD-40. I am very big into post-World War II, like Lionel Lines, all that type of stuff. I got books on railroading and model railroads. Trying to find where's my other stuff. Oh. With the Norfolk and Western is one of the old like milk cards from like I Love Toy Trains, the one that would shoot out the milk cartons, and like shoot out. So I have one of those. Doesn't really work. It does run nice and smooth. It's actually one of the heavier rolling stocks that I have. But yeah, I love that thing. So it's on display right over there. Right over there. There it is. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I forgot to plug my laptop back in. And under my train table is where I keep all of my boxes for my Lego stuff. So, Invisible Hand, which I did, which is not on the table actually. But follow the show. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing, my friend. You go to bed, you get that beautiful rest, beautiful beauty sleep. Give you one last look at my beautiful trains before you get out of here, Bo. Where did the remote go? It's on the other end. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right. We're going to slow her on down. We are going to switch out the steam engine for you guys could see it kind of in the background, but my BNSF 2472. I don't know the kind of diesel engine that it is back there. So if you diesel heads can tell me, that'd be great, because I'm more versed in the steam section of trains rather than I am the diesel section. Now I do know a couple diesels. Obviously, like I was mentioning, the Amtrak Genesis, which a lot of railroads on the Northeast happen to use. New Haven Line, Metro North, and obviously Amtrak. But we are gonna park her right there. Turn off my power supply and my remote so I don't lose battery. Now I will say and give you guys a warning right now that the diesel engine is far louder than the steam engine. So if you guys are using headphones, headphone warning. Pull her off to the side here real quick. What's good is that this material that I have my trains on is kind of squishy. I wouldn't say it's like squishy to where you can like stick your fingernail into it, but if you put a knife into here, you can feel that it's semi-soft, which is good because it dampens. Oh Jesus! I thought I knocked over an engine, but it was just rolling stock. But it's good because it does dampen the sound a tad. And it's also good because I can leave my trains on here without being at too hard of a surface to where if I leave it over time for too long, the wheels will start flattening. So I don't, I've had a couple rolling stock do that, but when I used to leave my trains like out on my hardwood floor for months on end. So let's power up the diesel. I'm actually gonna throw some smoke fluid in there. Not that obviously it's a diesel, so it doesn't shoot smoke. But what's cool is that when I was growing up, a lot of the diesels didn't have that smoke kind of unit thing. So it would, a diesel's a diesel, not as cool as a steam engine in terms of all the moving parts and whatnot. But a lot of the diesels, the model diesels these days, have cool smoke units to show the exhaust from all the diesel fumes. Not to make it sound bad or anything, but I think it's just a cool, I think it's just a cool way to keep people more engaged with modern engines these days, and also just keep people engaged within model railroading. I think it's a great way to do so. Okay. I haven't run this engine in a while, so. Oh, she purrs easily. Oh, you hear that? Oh. Let's hear the horn. Let's hear that beautiful horn. Oh, I love the horn on this thing. All right, so what my plan is, I'm going to back her up into the train consist, get her all hooked up, pull the same consist. I might add a car or two. Not entirely sure, but see how it goes first. I haven't run this engine in a couple months, so I don't want to stress her out too much.
Dispatcher, we're ready. Is it okay to pull? Over to pull. Station by out.
Dispatcher gave me the standby, so I gotta wait for the all good. The green, the go ahead.
Dispatcher, error is made. Brake test complete. Are we clear to pull? Over. Clear on the van. Out.
All right, we got the all clear. Let's rock and roll. Oh yeah, she's rocking and rolling now. Look at her.
Dispatcher, how's the track look? Am I clear?
All right, we're speeding her up a little bit. I like to call this right here Star Wars Station. Now, it's not a station. It's more of like a stop and take a picture kind of thing if this was an actual train. But I like to call it a station.
Dispatcher, pull it in now. Am I clear inbound? Over.
So I'm gonna try and stop the caboose right around here so I can give you guys a closer look as to how I couple the consist without having to do it myself. Luckily, with the universal remote, it gives me the option of unlocking the forward coupler and the rear coupler. Obviously, this is your bell, crew talk, and your horn or your whistle right up here. So I'm going to get this train going in reverse and have it pull instead of push. Well, actually, I could have it pull in reverse and push forward. So I'll do a little bit of both. This train is real versatile. So I love diesels. Steam just as versatile, but I just don't have the coupler set up on any of my steam engines. So I don't know if you guys could tell, but that LED right up here is bright as hell. I don't know if it's like my camera, maybe it's blurry. We gotta clean that, but all right, here we go. Make sure that front one is open. And essentially, I wait to hear 2 clicks. One that I made contact with the car, and 2 that I hear the coupler click and lock. And once I hear that, I know that I'm good to go. Do 3 toots for reverse. I always make the last toot a little longer just for funsies. And in reverse we go. Now, I don't run her too fast in reverse because I don't know if that's any good for the motor. I don't think it is. So this is about as slow as I'll run her. And this is probably about how fast I'll run her in reverse usually. You guys are able to see, but it does have a light on the rear. And this is what night operations tend to look like. I shut that off and turn off my ring light here. This is usually night operations. Let me switch it to blue. That's what it's usually on. And this is what it looks like at night. Definitely, for me, I can easily see, but this is what it is. And if I turn my ring light on, you guys can kind of see. But now I gotta turn on the regular lights. Boom.
Dispatcher, are we clear through the next block? Over. That's affirmative. Your track is clear. Out.
Now, this does have Bluetooth capability. Most of my engines do. It also has legacy capability, so you can run it on Lion Chief, your phone, or the legacy controller if you want. So I'm gonna slow her on down now. I'm actually going to decouple while I'm moving to make it easier. Boom. Actually, I don't know why I did that. I meant to go forward and just push it. A little bit of a doofus moment. Hold on. Let me recouple her. And there we go. What's good about the diesel engine is that it's super versatile. You can push, you can pull, it can push forward and backward, you can pull forward and backward. And it's pretty good at pushing. The coupler doesn't really buckle that much. If it's pushing something, that's about how fast I'll run it. I don't want to run any of the rolling stuff off the track. And like I said, all these clones right here, not glued down to the table, they were all standing on their own weight, on their own positioning. It took me hours to figure out the right position because obviously being it that I wanted to represent, natural ground, this area over here isn't as flat as where the track is. And eventually I'll put grass. Maybe I'll add a little bit more of a hill, maybe some mountains back here. But for now, a lot of the clones are literally kind of just standing on their own. As unlike the droids are a lot harder to get them standing, especially with the vibrations that come off the train sometimes, depending on the speed that I'm running them. So I glued down all the droids. Most of them, some of them aren't glued down, like the ones that have been destroyed or blown up. So, yeah. These are my trains, guys. And I will show you guys the pulling and pushing power of this. I'm going to cut power here. Good. Which means that I can add this, which is not a powered unit. I mean, it does have like lights on the inside. Let me show you the power of this thing. It is pulling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars. That's probably about a pound or two, and it is pushing an additional like 2.5 pounds, probably 3 pounds, maybe. I actually don't think I've done this before. This is new. What's good is that that has lights in the front, so it does look like it's pulling it, even though it's actually being pushed. So I do also have Amtrak rolling stock as well, although all of my passenger cars need repairs right now, but pretty cool. My favorite passenger cars too. Unfortunately, they need repairs. And, I'll show you guys what it's like at night again, with it pulling multiple and pushing multiple trains.
Dispatcher, train is inbound. Am I clear? Over. Copy that. All clear.
Boom shakalaka. I like night operations. I've done a couple night operation videos. Actually, I think I've only done one. But it's on my laptop. It's hard to film, so I do usually have to film on my phone when it comes to night operating. And my phone does not have a lot of that storage because I have so much stuff I need to delete. I love this shirt. I love this shirt. This is my favorite shirt. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. So yeah, for those of you who are just joining, I have BNSF 2472 diesel. Don't know exactly what type of diesel, but it's actually, ironically, you think that the Amtrak Genesis is actually pulling the train, but the BNSF is actually pushing that Amtrak, because that Amtrak unit is actually not a powered unit. That Amtrak unit is a B unit, so it doesn't have any power, doesn't move the wheels on its own. The only thing it does have is the lights on the inside. So that Amtrak B unit is actually being pushed while the BNSF, while it's pulling 7 to 8 cars. Just thought I'd show you guys the versatility and the power of that engine. It's an O scale diesel, so again, not sure exactly what kind of diesel is it. I think it's some sort of SD40, something like that, or maybe a GP 38, maybe. Those are the only couple diesels that I know that look like that one. But yeah, let me show you guys the horn on it, which is lovely horn, by the way. I love the horn. Here we go. Really nice horn, really loud. I love it. The bell is also really nice. And the crew talk is actually really nice too as well. This is one of my favorite engines. It'd be the Hudson, and then it would be probably this one. As you can see, Qui-Gon Jinn and Darth Maul fighting right there in the gondola. This is my first time running the train with the new minifigs, and Darth Maul's lightsaber kind of sticks out. So if you see me looking really close, it's just to see how much clearance Darth Maul's lightsaber has to some of the stuff I have on here. It sticks out this way a little bit. You guys can kind of see that. I don't know if you can, but it clears some of the stuff on the table by like that much, and then some stuff by like that. So what I was really worried about mainly was the tunnel, but the tunnel seems to be perfectly fine. It's actually all of this stuff that really makes it spacious. Or, well, not spacious, tight, sorry. I mean, it is not a lot of wiggle room from fake Yankee Stadium right here all the way to the middle of, all the way to the curve at the bottom right, where my Droideka is. Right here. It is tight from here to here. I mean, I'm talking maybe a centimeter worth of space. Not even. Luckily, and I'm only mainly talking about like the stations here on the right, and some of my model starships. Luckily, the castles are kind of offset more in the back a little bit, so it does give it a little bit more room there. But I mean, listen, I love the look of that. The castle really kind of, I love that. I love it. I really do. If you guys haven't taken a look at my channel, please go do so. Please like and subscribe my channel. It would really help out a lot. I do post as much as I can and much as possible. It's usually Legos or trains, and a couple of vlogs here and there. That's a train. And yeah, it would really help out a lot. Right now, I am building Darth Maul. Actually, I'll bring the box over. Boom. The Sith Infiltrator. So this is what I'm building right now. And I plan, so I don't know if you guys can see these, but this is my ceiling. This is where we put what you guys are currently sitting on right now, which is ceiling tiles. So that's where the ceiling tiles go. We are getting these repainted. Right now they're green. You guys can kind of see that. We're going to repaint them white to match the ceiling tiles. And once that's painted, I am going to start hanging up ships. Like, for example, the model Executor. I'm going to hang it up with fishing lines, so it's going to look cool, you know. Maybe, something like this. Look cool, maybe a little lower, maybe like this way, maybe like this low. I'll have the Invisible Hand and Tantive 4 hanging up too. I don't think they're as big as this, but they're really nice. I'm not sure if I'm going to hang up the Coruscant Guard gunship. I think I'm going to leave it where it is. I kind of like it on the table. It kind of adds more to this battle scene that I have going on. And for those of you who are just joining, I will gladly walk around my train table. Let me give the train a little toot toot. So let me show you guys my train table. So as you can see, clone droid battle going on. All the droids are glued in, but the clones, however, are not glued in. Those are just balancing amongst their own weight. Obviously, other than the ones that are kind of, sticking into some of the machinery that I have. These guys are just chilling on the roof of Yankee Stadium. What's cool is that I actually have some real life stuff in here. I have some real life looking grenades. A couple guys with M16s, M4s. I have this giant mouse tank that's kind of fighting the little baby Sherman over there. Some artillery pieces. As you can see, this is my siding right here. That's usually where I park all of the rolling stock at the end of the night or at the end of my running session. Got some beautiful train stations. This one right here, I've had since I was a kid. I'm talking like 3 years old. So, and the batteries are still good in there, by the way. Not saying that I haven't changed the batteries since I was 3 years old. Obviously, I have. But the last time I changed the batteries, which was probably over like 5-10 years ago, still work. So anyways, a lot of my trains have turned into more stagnant, like like showpiece kind of thing. The GG1 and the Genesis are kind of part of the battle now. Over here on the other side, this is just train storage. The Baltimore and Ohio does run, although I have to fix the whistle. I mean, not the whistle, the smoke unit. Smoke unit, unfortunately, does not run on the Baltimore and Ohio. Although I did fix it up, so it does run, though. So that took me a while. I'll admit that took me a couple months to kind of hone in and get down. Over here, I have a post-war crane car that is posing a scene, lifting a gondola full of logs and garbage. Over here, I have my Norfolk Western 746. Over here, my Lake Erie diesels. They were my favorite diesels until one of them broke, and I don't know how to fix that because I just don't have enough time to teach myself to do that right now. So yeah, now they're just lonely pieces. This is my favorite right here. This right here is my Lego Big Boy. Well, off-brand Lego, I will say that right now. It's Nifeliz, Nifeliz. More train storage over here that I have to find a place to hang up. I do have to build some shelving too, so I might just do that. And then obviously I showed you guys on this side. And then while I have you guys here, while you guys are tuning in, because you guys are so lovely, and I do appreciate all of you who have tuned into this live stream. This is my first live stream on YouTube, let alone on this channel, let alone my first live stream with trains. So this is all new to me. So I'm really glad that for those of you who did turn in and are still tuned in, I'm really appreciative of you guys. And anyways, so this is the new Lego train that I built that you guys will see Friday. A time lapse of that is coming out. And then this is my Chesapeake and Ohio 490. Not Lego. Again, Nifeliz. Nefliz. I believe they are a European or German company of that matter. But yeah, I have a couple of my Star Wars helmets, the Ahsoka Trooper, prototype Boba Fett helmet. As you can see, I'm in the middle of a Lego build. Not going to be time-lapsing that. That's kind of just for my own personal self. Let me set you guys up again. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. For those of you guys who are tuning in, that's my basement. Slash my train table. I have a couple of cool art pieces of trains on the side that I haven't hung up yet. So I don't want to show you guys that just yet because it's not finished. Bunch of Lego around. I have Lego cars. I have the NASCAR and the Bugatti over there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just running trains tonight. I haven't run these trains in about a month or two, so I just wanted to make sure that they're still good, still working, see if I have any kinks to work out. Again, I'm still powering it via 2 Lionel transformers. Now, if you guys have any other suggestions on how I should power the track, I'm all open and ready to hear those comments and suggestions, because as much as I love running the 2 Lionel transformers, I know that there are more efficient ways I can power the track. One transformer. I've seen some people to where they've hooked it up to their light switch, so when they turn on their lights, it actually turns power to the track. So I'm not entirely sure what I want to do right now. This is fine. The double transformer is fine, and I've been working with that for like 5 years. I do plan on extending the table outwards. As you can see, I kind of already started over there, but that hasn't become an official part of my table yet. What I plan on doing about that is I plan on adding it to my table. I'm going to have a hinge, so I'm going to hinge it to the table so I'm able to fold it down, and in case I need more space, and fold it back up in case I want to add more space. And obviously I'll build a leg that I can fold up into the table and then fold downwards when it's out, so it's nice and stable. And I think that's what I'm going to do. on this side, I'll have some sort of hinged mechanism, so I can have the table, downwards. Let's say, for example, if I'm ever transporting this to a convention, or I can have it upwards, with an external table leg down that's foldable as well, that I can then have, just to make room for space, because we are getting a lot bigger on this train table, and we are running out of space quickly. I do have some like small scenery pieces, kind of wacky ones, like this, like Outer Space Diner by Lego. So I want to build that and add that to the table. Just kind of a wacky, funny thing. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little stream. I am going to keep you guys on here for a little bit longer while I put the trains away, which I'll show you guys how I do. So my switches are manual switches, so I do have to do that by hand. What I'm going to do first, though, slow her on down, snag this right off the track, plop her down right here. All right, now we're going to unhook. We're going to hook up to the front of the train here. We're going to pull her all the way around. Actually, we're not going to pull her all the way around. We're going to push her, this way. And then, as you guys could see, if I could point it out, right here, there's a little siding track. So I'm going to hook up, push the train downwards into the siding track, and then unhook, pull away, and pull her into the depot or tunnel. Forgot to open the real coupler, so it didn't hook up. There we go. Throw the switch. Now let me see if I can get you guys a closer look at this operation going. So I threw the switch so you guys can kind of see now that it's going off into that siding track. And it's going to come around and end up right here. So I got to concentrate now, so I'm going to put you guys here for a second. But you guys can kind of see that it's coming in slow. Got to be really careful because I don't want to knock anything down around here. And once I get it to just past here, I will definitely slow her on down. Boom. So I'm going to detach. Okay. All right, she's detached, and now she's going to head down the main line and into the tunnel / depot where I park all the trains at the end of my running session to keep them less dusty than most of the stuff down here.
Dispatcher, how's the track look? Am I clear? Over.
Gotta get that all clear. And boom. Just like that. She's in. Shut her down. Turn off the remote. Save battery. Just like that. So she'll stay in there until I pull her out again for another run session. Being in there, it gets less dusty when people are down here and doing work, which is always great. And eventually, once I have more people down here and start working on painting, I am going to have to put a sheet over this. Unfortunately, like I said, not a lot of these guys are glued down. Like none of the clone troopers are glued down. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to screw in some sort of wooden pegs that stick up probably about this high on all the corners. So then when I put a sheet over it, it doesn't tip anything over. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little live stream. Wow, I am sweaty. It is like 70 degrees down here in my basement. Hey, Avi, I'm unfortunately just ending my live stream on YouTube. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more live runnings of my trains. And definitely, I will definitely do a couple Lego live builds, answer some questions. Surprisingly, you guys didn't have any questions. So all good though. Shout out to Bo the Show for tuning in. Shout out to my boy Avi for just tuning in. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Boom. This is it. So yeah, again, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be doing a lot more live running sessions, some live building sessions for you guys, answering questions. If you guys have any questions, please like and subscribe to my channel, share my videos. It means a lot. I really appreciate all of you for tuning in. Even if you tuned in for only a couple seconds, couple minutes, I appreciate all of the love and support that I can get from you guys. It means the world to me. This is my favorite thing to do in the world. So to see that you guys love and appreciate the stuff that I do is really amazing. And keep an eye out for Friday. Friday, I have a time-lapse short coming out. So keep an eye out for that. And then I am planning a trip to the Essex Steam Train / Railroad Museum in a couple weeks up in Connecticut. So I'll be vlogging that. Maybe I'll do a little live streaming while I'm over there. So keep an eye out for that. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all.